Hey, how's it going today? I am the Homeward Helper, and tonight we're going to do a video that's all about hand movements to promote rest and relaxation. I hope you're having a good day or a good night tonight. Let's go ahead and begin this session by taking a nice deep breath together, okay? So go ahead and follow my lead, and when we inhale, what I want you to do is just hold your breath for a few moments at the top of the inhale before you exhale. Okay, ready? Go ahead and inhale. And hold. Now release. Exhale. Nice job. Nice work. And let's do that one more time. Okay? Ready? Inhale. Hold. And exhale. Nice work. I'm filming at a bit of a different time tonight. I know I like to upload regularly on Tuesday and Fridays, but it's a little later. Usually I like to upload during the day on Tuesdays because I have a social event that I like to go to. But I'm actually not going tonight. I've been working a lot, been feeling a little bit burnt out, and I had some things I had to take care of today as well, and also I gotta be at work at 7 a.m. tomorrow, so just kind of taking it easy tonight, you know. Gonna have to sit this one out tonight for my social event, but I'll be there next week. It's always good to get out there and try to make more friends, right? Trying to find friends. It's always a good thing to do, to get outside more. Find some like-minded people to hang out with, play games with, you know? I hope you had a good Labor Day weekend. I was working the weekend myself. It was nice though, it wasn't that busy. It wasn't actually that busy at my job. So I didn't mind. Made a little extra money. I bought a tarot deck. I treated myself and bought a tarot deck for myself. It's called the Labyrinth Tarot Deck. I saw it on Instagram. Somebody posted about it on Instagram. I was like, Labyrinth. It's a good movie. You ever seen the movie Labyrinth with David Bowie? But that's what the deck is based off of. I've only seen the movie one time. But I want to see it again. And I don't know, I saw the deck and I just really love the artwork and the colors of the cards. It was just, you ever see something and you just know you're going to like it, so it was one of those kinds of purchases for me. It's like, I know I'm going to like that deck. It's really fun to buy, original tarot decks with original artwork, or tarot decks with themes. It's always fun. Always fun to explore those kinds of cards, I'm going to do some upward movements here as well. And let's go ahead and take another deep breath together. Ready? Go ahead and inhale with me. Hold. And release. Nice. But yeah, so my night tonight, I'm just kind of chilling right now. I got to play some games. I got to play probably I think my favorite game right now which is, excuse me, Diablo 4. That's my favorite game right now. That game has so much replay value too, because you can up the difficulty level. You can try a different class. You can try a different build. There's just so many different possibilities in that game, you know? It's so fun. Oh, sorry, I had a little bit of Perrier water before this session, so I'm burping a little bit. I love Perrier, but it does make you burp a little bit, doesn't it? That's all good. But yeah, Diablo, I love that game so much. I love that game. It's so fun. Let's do some downward motions. Just let yourself relax, unwind. Maybe drink a little water. Stay hydrated, my friend. And just, gently take some nice, deep breaths on your own pace, at your own pace throughout the video too. uh, I was, yeah, do you like my quote? Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It's a true statement. I know it's one of those sentences that's been said a million times, but there's a reason for that, It's because it's true, It's one thing I've learned about cliches, They don't really dazzle anybody. We've all heard them, but the truth doesn't always have to be some kind of revelation. Sometimes the truth is something that we've heard a million times, right? The truth can be very underwhelming. But it's true, though. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It's funny, when I actually thought about that quote the other day, and because I haven't been I'm not a big breakfast guy, so I wanted to remind myself that. And then I watched the movie Deadpool. Have you ever seen the movie Deadpool? That's a good movie. I liked it. It was fun. I watched the movie Deadpool, and it was so funny because the guy Colossus, I think during the beginning of the movie, he's talking to his fellow X-Man, and he turns to her and says, "Breakfast is the most important meal of the day." I was like, oh, that's so funny. He gave her a protein bar. That was a good movie. I thought that was a cool coincidence, but yeah, I was like, that's a good quote. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Yeah. It's good to start your day off with some nice, sustainable, healthy energy, healthy food. Overnight our bodies, they digest a lot of foods and waters. That's, we tend to wake up thirsty and hungry, and, it's up to us to give the body what it needs. Sometimes even if we don't feel like it, right? That's how I get. Sometimes I don't feel like having breakfast, which is kind of ironic because I didn't really have much of a breakfast today, but I'll have a better one tomorrow before I go to work. Let's go ahead and take another deep breath in together. You ready? Inhale. Hold. And exhale. Nice. But I think tomorrow is going to be a good day. At my job, we're doing something called a stress test. I process a lot of orders at my job, and we're going to be doing a stress test. So a lot of orders have been piling up the past few days, and I'm going to be coming in there with a few other people who work the same department as me, and we're just going to tackle all these orders all day long. So it's going to be kind of like an adventure, you know? I think the time will go by quick. And next week, I'm going to go to my social event. I don't really want to miss that. You know, it's good to be consistent. Like with my YouTube channel, I want to be consistent with my uploads, you know? And just like with my social life, when I'm going out there to try and make new friends, new connections, I got to be consistent with that. And we got to be consistent with our diets too, with our diets as well, you know? It's easy to fall behind in some of these areas, you know? It's understandable. Life is busy. It's stressful. We don't always take care of what we need to take care of. But it's always good to remind ourselves that it's important to, you know, stay balanced and to stay consistent so that we can grow stronger and stay healthy, you know? Yeah, just take some let's be aware of our breath and continue to breathe. I don't know if you're like me, sorry, my forehead keeps itching. If you're like me, I just constantly forget about my breath. Even when I'm at work, when I have to interact with customers, the social anxiety inside of me, it takes over, you know? It takes over. It's like every time I tell myself, stop, just relax, you know? But I can't. It's like I just totally forget. And then I lose my breath all over again. It's tough. But I think the more we're aware of our breath, the better we'll get it. And overcoming these kinds of fears and conditions, you know? Even just, you know, even just saying hello to somebody kind of makes me sweat sometimes, you know? Or when the phone rings at work. It's social anxiety. It's hard to explain too. It's like you're afraid. You're afraid of phone. I'm afraid of phone calls. Yes, I'm afraid of phone calls. Sometimes I really am. I used to be big time afraid of phone calls. I remember one time I subscribed to the Wall Street Journal, and I was interested in the stock market, but I had to cancel. It was a little expensive. But anyways, you know, for that particular, usually when I cancel services, right? You go online and you do it on the internet. They don't let you do that at the Wall Street Journal. You got to call somebody to cancel, right? So I was like, yeah. Back then it was rough. I called the guy on the phone. My heart was pounding. I had to sit down. Like, whew, anxiety can hit you real hard, you know. Whew. But I got it done. And of course, when you're on the phone with the salesperson, they're not happy about here. Oh, you're canceling. We're so sorry to see you go. Are you sure you don't want to? It's a bit of a double whammy, I guess. You gotta deal with that pressure and the social anxiety. But I handle it though. I handle it. Just like I do at my job. I handle it just fine. It's annoying, you know, sometimes to still struggle with it, but gotta keep pushing forward, you know? Keep making healthy choices. Keep focusing on our breath. Remember to breathe. Remember that we can always choose how we respond in a stressful situation. Even if somebody's being mean to us, we have the choice to respond. We can choose to not interact with that person. We can choose to forgive that person and go about our day. Thank you for sharing your opinion. Have a nice day. We don't have to get caught up in some big drama or some dramatic argument. Nah, I don't have time for that, I don't have time for that. Let's take another deep breath. You ready? Go ahead and inhale. Hold. And exhale. Nice. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for being here tonight. I always love reading your comments. It means a lot to me. Your support and your encouragement, it's priceless, I'm very grateful to have all of you here. Thank you for all of your support and your love and kindness. Thank you for telling me a little bit about your day or your night as well. It's always nice to hear what's going on in your life too, or what you like to do, what you like to read. Someone told me the other day they're reading Grimm's fairy tales. Ooh, that sounds like a good book. I think the movie with Heath Ledger and Matt Damon, it's on Amazon right now. I bet that's a good movie. But Grimm's Fairy, how I was just talking about, how you're going to like something. I feel like with those stories, Grimm's Fairy Tales, I feel like I would like those books. I feel like I would like those stories, Alright, let's do some finger movements here. I kind of look like a raptor, a velociraptor here. Dinosaur, I don't know. I'm just having fun. Let's do some sideways motions here. I hope this video is helping you to relax. I love my community here on YouTube. Thanks again for being here with me. Thanks. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to close this session. I just want to share, I collect fortune cookie slips. And I want to share one with you before we close the session. I think what I'm going to do this time, see my slips, I'm just going to drop them. And I'm going to pick one. Let's go with this one. Now listen to this. A frivolous gift is a gift nonetheless. A frivolous gift is a gift nonetheless. And something that comes to my mind when I hear that is, it's the thought that counts. Okay. All right. A frivolous gift is a gift nonetheless. Okay, my friend. Well, I'm the Homeward Helper. I hope you enjoyed this session. I hope you're going to have a great week this week. I hope you can get some good sleep tonight. Just stay hydrated. Take good care of yourself. Make sure to, make breakfast. Even if it's just like you have a bagel or maybe an apple or something. Just have a little bit of breakfast when you wake up. Take good care of yourself. Please be gentle with yourself. And, well, hey, I'll see you next time. I hope you enjoyed this session, okay? And have a beautiful rest of your night.